Thanks for joining me today, guys. So I'm inspired to do some balance work today. A lot of one legs, one sides, stuff like that, making sure that we keep our left and right as balanced as possible. So come to your easy seat, nice tall spine, even sit bones, soft gaze or eyes closed. Take a moment to settle in. If you have an intention today, I invite you to do so now. And remember to carry that intention through, not only just on your mat, but throughout your day. Coming to our 3 opening breaths, hands to side body, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, head bows. Gratitude for this practice. Gratitude for practicing with me. Gratitude for showing up on your mat. We're going to start in tabletop. Once you're all nice and lined up, you're going to think about sinking your hips up and back as you walk your hands forward into a puppy pose. This might be a lot to be in your practice with, so pay attention to what your body needs. Sinking your chest down towards the floor, melting it into the ground. Coming back up to tabletop, flowing through a couple of cows and cats. As you drop the belly, lift the head, you inhale. Tuck the tailbone around the back, exhale. One more each direction. Leaning back into tabletop, we're going to create a C shape with the spine, thinking about your right shoulder coming towards the right hip. And then the opposite. Almost like a dog wagging its tail. Knees are going to come together. Take your hips back into child's pose. Arms are going to be extended out in front of you. Relax the head down. Walk your hands over to the right as you shift your hips over to the left. Find a nice side body stretch. Try to make sure you keep your shoulders level with one another towards the floor. Walking yourself over to the left, shift your hips over to the right. Even out those shoulders. Coming back center, come up to table. Going into some bird dogs, your right hand and your left foot are grounded into the floor, physically pressing down into the mat to keep you stable as you take your left hand and your right leg and reach them out. Not really looking for a big bow in the back, try to keep everything nice and level. The hand and the leg should keep you stable, you should not have to engage your core. Bring the arm and the leg out wide. Back center, and down. Left hand, right leg stabilize you. Press down to lift the right and left leg up. Pressing down with the hands and the legs, relax your belly. Bring them out wide. Back center, and in. Switching to the opposite sides, come out. Out wide. Back center. Now arch the back like in cat pose and bring the elbow and the knee together. Tap underneath. Extend. Lower down. Opposite sides. Forward. Out to the side. Forward. Tap elbow and knee. Bring it out. And down. Tuck the toes, setting it back up into downward facing dog. You're gonna lift the right leg up, bend the knee, and then tilt the hip open. Making sure to look underneath the armpit. Bring the leg back into three-limb dog. Set it down. Left leg lifts, three-limb dog. Bend the knee, open the hip. Three-limb dog, downward facing dog. Look forward, step forward. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, look at your thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up. Exhale. Inhale, look at your thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway up. And fold. Hang out here for a couple of moments, find what feels good. Maybe coming into a ragdoll or bending one knee slightly and then the other. Maybe swaying side to side. Carefully roll up vertebrae by vertebrae into mountain pose. Once you're here, we're going to get stable on the left foot, come to the toe of the right. We're going to lift the knee up into a 90-degree angle, flexing the right foot. Extending the leg out. Bending it. And bring it down. Walk the feet out if you need to. Getting solid in the right foot, coming to the toe of the left. Pressing the right foot down into the ground to keep you stable. Lift the left leg 90 degrees. Kick the leg out. Maybe notice the difference between your right and your left. Bend it. And bring it back down. We'll be building off of this. Stabilize the left foot. Press it down into the floor, pressing it down to lift you up. Come to the toe of the right. Lift the leg. Maybe the hands can interlace underneath the thighs, or maybe you can bend from your torso and grab underneath the foot. You can even grab onto your calf as well. We're going to, from the heel, kick the leg out. And if the knee is bent, that's okay. Bend the knee, let go, and come back up into mountain. Pay attention to your breath. What changed? Rock back on the feet if you need to. Getting solid in that right leg. Come to the toe of the left. Bend the knee. Bend over, grab some part of the leg, interlace the hands if possible. Keep pressing down in that right leg. Kick the left heel out. Bend the leg. Let go. Mountain pose. A little rock back and forth. Inhale out and up, sun salutation. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, look at your thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, your hands plant, feet go back. Plank into chaturanga. Cobra. Tuck the toes, send it back. Downward facing dog. Look forward, step forward. Inhale out and up. Exhale, hands to heart. We're going to step into goddess pose next. So coming to the wide side of your mat, feet are pointed out towards the corners of your mat in a 45-degree angle. The legs don't have to be super wide, but when you squat down, you want to think about your knees tracking over the toes. Try to think about tucking your pelvis underneath and invite some goddess arms. Inviting a small back bend, lifting from your sternum. Think about the chest wanting to touch the ceiling. And then to come out of it, draw your low ribs in. And tilt from one side. Try to keep the arms as still as you can. All the motion should be coming from your obliques, your torso. If you ever need a break, straighten the legs. One more. Hands on your hips, straighten out the legs. We're gonna heel toe in. Coming into eagle pose next. So we're gonna stabilize on our left leg first. Lifting the right leg up, 90 degrees. Then crossing the right leg as close to the left as possible. Now, if you come here, wonderful, that's great. If you feel like you can do more, you can try to wrap the toe around. For the arms, come out wide. Left goes underneath the right. Same type of wraparound. This is your eagle pose. Or maybe from the hips, you sit back like you're sitting in a chair. Or you can remain standing. Maybe you can get your elbows to touch the knees. Come up. Release the arms. Release the legs. Inhale out and up. Exhale, forward fold. Take a notice here if you feel anything different between your right and your left. Carefully rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae. To the other side, hands on your hips. Getting really solid in that right foot. Pressing down to lift the body up. Bring the left leg up. Cross the left leg as close as you can over the right. And it might be different from side to side, and that's okay. Arms come wide. Wrap the right arm on the bottom. You can stay here or sit back. Think about sitting back in a chair. Don't let the knee jut forward in front of your toes. Stay here. Maybe tap, elbow to knee. Come back up. Come up. Unwrap the arms. Unwrap the legs. Awesome job. Walk the legs out if you need to. Step to the front part of your mat. Coming into a sun salutation. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, look at your thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, hands plant, feet go back. Lower down. Full breath. Downward facing dog. We're going to come back out into plank. Stepping your left hand in front of the face in the middle as you roll onto the outsides of the feet and coming into a plank. If you need, you can definitely drop down to the knees, or you can go even further and stack the feet. Try to keep your head in line with your spine, not letting it go forward. Maybe you lift the right leg up, not far, and come back down. One more time, lift the leg, and come on down. Swing the top arm down. Coming to table. A few cows and cats to restore your breath. One more each way. Once you're back in table, we're going to step back into our plank. Right hand is now going to come in the center. Find your position of whichever is most comfortable for you. Maybe the left leg lifts a little. And lower down. Lift again. And lower down. Swivel the left arm over. Set yourself back into downward facing dog. Look forward, step forward. Take a moment here. We're going to step the right foot back into pyramid pose. So you want to think about your feet being like on a train track or parallel, not totally in line with one another. You can place the hands on the hips to make sure that they stay pretty square. Carefully come up. So making sure those hip points face straight ahead. Leaning forward halfway. You're then going to transfer the weight into your left foot. So coming onto the toe of the right foot, maybe lifting the back toe for warrior three. Drop the leg back down into pyramid. And forward fold into pyramid. Step the right foot forward, and we're going to switch feet. Step the left back into pyramid. Hands can come on the hips to make sure that the hips are nice and level. And rise up. Leaning halfway forward, try to keep a flat back and hips square. You're going to give me a little bit of a bend in that right knee. Transfer the weight to the right foot, coming to the toe of the left. Maybe the leg lifts. Reaching through that back foot will keep you stable. Come on down, drop the back foot, back into pyramid, and forward fold into your pyramid. Step both feet forward. You're gonna come down into a seated position. Now coming to the long side of my mat here, we're gonna go into wide legged forward fold. So pull those toes back. And gently, with your chest leaning forward, roll your pelvis over and find a comfortable stretch. We're going to bring our back right of our hand to our right leg as we then reach over towards the right side with the left hand. Try not to lean forward. Use the right arm as leverage to straighten your body out and be a nice one straight line. Coming up and switching sides. Back down. One more time, back down in the center. You might find it a little bit easier this time Carefully walk yourself back up. You're gonna bring the legs together for forward fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Carefully roll on up. I'm gonna change over to my side. Carefully roll yourself on back to your back. Coming into a dead bug. Your arms are gonna stack, almost thinking about like your bones stacking on top of your bones. There shouldn't be a lot of muscle activation here. Maybe roll the arms, or excuse me, the hands and the wrists and the feet in circles. Switch. And maybe point and flex. Lowering the arms and the legs down. Going to gently bend your elbows, press your elbows down to tuck the shoulder blades underneath, palms are up. Heels are going to be somewhat close to your fingers, so you should be able to touch them. Coming into a bridge, pressing the feet down to lift the hips up. You can stay here, or you can lift the left leg. Now the left leg should also be actively pointing up towards the ceiling, just don't kind of let it just hang there. And then we can lower and lift. Bring the left leg down. One bridge to lower down to reset. And then we lift the right leg. Nice and active, pointed towards the ceiling. Lower down. And lift. Lower down, drop the leg. Extend the legs out. And extend your arms overhead. Cross your left ankle on top of your right and grab your left wrist with your right hand. Kind of thinking about a banana or a crescent moon. Let the left side stretch out, be nice and long. Coming back center, other side, cross your right ankle over the left. Keep your feet flexed. Wrap your left hand over your right wrist. Crescent moon on the opposite side. Let go of all of that. Hands still above your shoulders. Feet in line with the hips. Good morning stretch. Reach your legs and arms in opposite directions. Lift every muscle up from your fingers to your toes. Deep belly breathing. When you're ready, bring the arms back over. Coming into Shavasana. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Please stay here as long as you like. Let me know you enjoyed this or if there's anything else that you guys would like to work on.